Welcome to AVNewsCast.com. Good morning. It's Friday, July 25th. Friday. That's a good thing, huh?
Yes.
You know, everybody's talking about the elderly homeowner in Long Beach.
The one that we talked about yesterday?
The one that we talked about yesterday, Tom Greer.
It's not anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
See
shot
if they
two
let you
people.
breastfeed in hell.
As he should have.
Long Beach Police Chief Jim McDonald, soon to be LA County Sheriff,
He's like, dang, why is it happening now?
Yeah.
he said, you know, they jumped on him, and he was defending himself. Jim Greer, 80 years old, he had a broken collarbone,
Yeah.
okay,
Well, he's 80.
in that struggle.
Yeah, it's like spun glass.
Yeah, you blow and he's broken.
When he started shooting at them, first time he fired, they were inside his home,
Uh-oh.
okay? All right, they were.
Okay.
The guy bailed, because he's just a little chicken shit. Okay, he
Yeah,
ran
it's-
first.
What a loser.
And then the woman burglar, she ran out, Andrea Miller. All right? He followed them outside,
Oh, okay.
okay? And then he shot her twice. What we don't know is, did she say, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant," and then he shot her twice?
Well, you said
Or-
yesterday she shot once and then she turned and said it. Are you changing the story?
No, it's a little bit fuzzy, and even
Isn't
the
that
police.
amazing?
Hold on, even the police were a little bit fuzzy too, because basically what they say is, you know, we have his statement, and then we have the statements that he made to news media, okay, and they're not necessarily the same, okay.
Okay, so what did he say to the police?
What he told the police was there was a struggle. They beat him up while he was on the ground, and his collarbone was broken. They were going after his safe. And by the way, these two people were the same two people that had broken into his home previously.
Oh, okay. I mean, what is it that he could have?
He's an 80-year-old guy.
Collector of what?
He ran to another bedroom, okay, to retrieve his pistol, okay, revolver, 22, and then came back, okay.
Yeah, they knew exactly. They had been in there before because they knew where to look for the key to his safe for his money, and he had moved it since then, and that's what he walked in on. They were looking around for that, and they finally clocked him and pried the door off the safe. So they knew where they were going. They knew what they were doing, so he knew they were in there before.
Now, the guy that ran out first, Gus Adams, he's 26 years old, a resident of Long Beach. He was arrested late last night. They caught up to him, okay? Was arrested for burglary and suspicion of murder.
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay.
There it is.
Isn't that amazing how we throw that in?
Because he was part and party to a crime where a death occurred.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah. But that's just some bull. That's bull to me. It really is. So if the guy who shot her
Well, wait a minute.
gets off, the guy who perpetuated the crime should not be prosecuted for the death.
Okay, hold on.
So sorry. He didn't
guys-
kill her.
Two guys,
That's some bull.
listen, two guys are at home. They say, hey, let's go do a drive-by shooting. They both go out and get in the car. The passenger has the gun. The driver is driving down the street. The passenger kills somebody. They both get caught. The driver will definitely be prosecuted as
Yes.
accessory to murder.
Yes.
Okay?
But this is not that situation. It's not the it's not the same situation.
California law allows for prosecution.
Yeah,
if he was
California's
involved.
backwards.
Okay.
Just like when I told you about my cousin in New York and the undercover cop getting killed by the cops, and then they tried to pin it on those kids for the fight. How does that circle around?
This isn't the first time we've heard of this happening.
No, because
No, it's
we're
not.
just backwards.
Okay, so anyway, going back to Tom Greer, the 80-year-old guy from Long Beach. His statements that you hear in news media, I shot her, and then she said, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant." And I shot her anyway. Now, Police Chief Jim McDonald from Long Beach PD, he said yesterday, it didn't appear in looking at Andrea Miller that she was pregnant. Okay? But they performed an autopsy yesterday, the results of which they are providing to her family. They have to do that first before they release it publicly. And then we'll find out. A couple of questions. One, if she was pregnant, okay, and Tom Greer is charged, maybe not with murder but with something else, would there be 2 counts?
It depends on how far the fetus is.
You got to put charges on every abortion doctor then.
Yeah, it depends.
No, that's a different thing.
No, it's not. If he killed somebody,
I signed it.
And that
kill my
died,
baby, please. No, that's different, baby.
Yeah, it's the same.
You listen. What's really interesting is you listen to how people feel about this and whether or not he should be prosecuted or whether he was defending his right. And the ones that feel that he should be prosecuted, it's interesting what their reasons are.
What are the reasons?
Well, a lot of them are just convoluted. I heard one woman actually say that he should be prosecuted because that will teach other 80-year-olds not to do this. That was her response. Okay.
Okay, give me another one.
No, okay, but those are people. But these are the people that you get that make up a jury.
Come on, there's got to be another. Well, yeah, that's true.
And that's what's scary.
There's got to be another. What's another? I mean, on the surface, the law says, because we're talking about the law, he shouldn't have shot her once she was out of his house.
Okay, just a second. Did he have a reasonable expectation that they may turn around and come right back after him after beating him up and breaking his collarbone?
If she's going this way, what would be the reasonable expectation?
Okay, as an example, okay? He fires, and then it's click, click, gun is empty.
But it wasn't that.
Hold on.
You can't make up scenarios.
I'm just saying, okay? Did he have a reasonable expectation, one, that he was in fear of his life? They had already beat him up, okay? He's 80 years old, and his collarbone is broken, okay?
Okay.
And
so you shot the gun, and they started running.
And he can't.
He's
afraid
no longer
that he
in
won't
threat.
even have the ability to defend himself anymore.
Listen, you shot the gun, and they ran. The law says if they're off your property and the immediate threat is extinguished, you're supposed to stop. I mean, I don't have a problem with what the guy did personally, but I'm saying the law says you're supposed to stop. He's not supposed to run on out on the grass after him, shoot once, then let her make a comment, then shoot again. That's not what the law says that you can do.
If she had said, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant," and then he shot her twice, okay? That's one scenario. If he had shot her twice and then she's on the ground and she says, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant," and then he shoots her again, I have a problem with that.
It doesn't matter how it went. She was shot first. The first story was that she was shot first. She turned around and said, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant," and he shot again. Both of those shots, within the realm of the law, was wrong. Especially wrong after she said, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant."
Okay.
Although I get his thinking, oh my God, you can't have a kid, look at you. You know, I mean, I get it.
Well, Long Beach Police Department will be turning over to the DA today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the whole situation?
And it will be up to the DA whether they want to file charges.
Yeah. And see, that's, you know, I'm telling you, that's where we're tweaked.
I think...
Because they'll say, oh, he's 80. You know, now the mercy of our system will come down and this guy will prevail. But let it be somebody else, you know, you're down for the count. And then what will be worse, in my opinion, is if the old man gets off and then the other guy gets prosecuted for her murder.
Okay. First, if Mr. Greer is charged, and I personally believe he's going to be, I think that a good defense attorney will be able to get him off.
Get him off? How can you get him off if you're not supposed to shoot when they're...
Diminished capacity.
Well, just a second, okay? I think that you could craft a very, very good defense. And, get this, you have an 80-year-old man in court, okay? Frail, broken collarbone, explaining how scared to death he was of what could possibly happen.
It does nothing to me.
Okay.
It does nothing for me.
I think he will absolutely convince the jury.
It does, it's just so sad that will convince the jury. When we have, on the other side of the country, a 26-year-old woman that says, I was scared for my life. He beat me up before. I just wanted to shoot the gun so he could leave me alone. And this girl is facing 60 years. She didn't shoot nobody.
Okay, and you know what? The entire Florida legislature is trying to change the law so she does not go to prison. It is, well, we've got some crazy laws.
We're just so
in every state. Okay? What do you think, Jeff? You think this guy should go to jail?
I don't think so. Sort of like Angie says, he wasn't within the law, but I don't have a problem with what he did. And, yeah, I don't. I think if more, that happened a little bit more, we'd have a little less crime.
Good Lord.
Because, like
you
they say,
by my house too close.
Oh. No, but I mean, I'm not about outside the house shooting somebody through the screen door on the porch like that other case that's going on. But, yeah, if somebody invades my home. Or like
that one guy that was running to the house of somebody, I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning because his car broke down and he was, looking for help. Remember that story?
Yeah, that too.
And he's blown away.
If somebody goes in my house and puts my children and my wife in jeopardy, they're not having a chance to make it out of the house.
I wonder what happened to that guy, by the way.
I don't know. Now, would you follow him down the street, Jeff, and shoot him?
No,
because as long
as you're crossing the line there.
Yeah. No, if they got out, then I've served my purpose. They know if they go back to my house, they're going to be looking down the barrel of a gun again. I don't think they'll be coming back at that point. That'll be somebody else's problem after that.
He went a little extra with it.
But I'm going to make sure that I'd do my best to make sure they didn't get out of the house.
That would be the mission.
But once they did,
go close to that window and see if I don't blow your head away.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit me anyway. Yes, but not near the window.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how much better I am than a cop. How many rounds I can actually get in them.
Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to empty the whole magazine. They found late yesterday, the disintegrated Air Algeria plane.
Oh.
No survivors, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Completely disintegrated.
It's at least not a good day to be a good week to be flying in Europe.
No, it's not. It's not a good time to be flying anywhere.
No.
Okay, to tell you the truth. No, and especially with what's going on in
Europe, yeah.
In the Middle East.
And they're going through it. I mean, I heard this morning on CNN, some critics were trying to come down hard on the administration, saying that the reason the FAA grounded the flights to Israel was because of them. And they, were like, you're talking crazy because the FAA is going to do what they feel is safe. And no sooner do they lift it, there's flights that are dodging rockets to get into Israel.
Do an evasive maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, just stop it. Like, take a train. Land close and take a bus. I mean, nobody wants to shut down your ability to go see your family, go travel, go do your thing, but it's not safe right now there. So why would you want to... What? Did you say where?
I said no, you're right.
Okay.
So you got to tell your mom not to go somewhere.
Yes.
Well, she's got a hard head.
She's going to do what she's going to do. I read that thing about New York girls.
Doesn't fall far from the tree, let me tell you. Okay? I'm just letting you know.
Oh.
Just keeping it real.
Okay. Look at him. Keeping it real.
See?
He can do worse than say you're like your mother.
Thank you.
He can say a lot worse.
I was being nice because this was for your girlfriend, and she told me to give it to you and make you drink it.
Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen.
And I was like, what, I'm not. I'm just going to drink it myself. And
I would have thrown myself over Steve. I would have.
You know what that looks like?
Put him on a desk.
My gardener's coming today, and you know what? If I empty his bag, I'm on the back of his lawnmower. Just put a little water in it. That's what that looks like.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Okay, well, you keep doing it. Yesterday, the jury convicted the two women of voluntary manslaughter charges. This was, if you remember, Kim Pham. She was the girl in Orange County that was at the club back in January, okay, who was killed out in front.
Yeah.
So yesterday, the jury found Vanessa Zavala and Candice Brito both guilty.
Why do you let yourself have to go to a jury trial when you know you did it, and it's on film? Like, why go through all that?
How many times do we talk about a case where the guy did it, the girl did it, but they go in and they plead not guilty?
I don't get it. Like, stop. Just deal with it.
No, it's like running from the cops. Defense. You think you're going to get away.
All right, so what happens?
So both women now, sentencing will be coming up shortly, but both women are both facing 11 years.
Woo!
11 years in state prison.
You should have stayed home that night.
Yeah. And, we've been talking about General Motors all the time with how many people have died in these cars and their recalls. Mm-hmm. They announced their second quarter profits.
Are people voting with their checkbook?
And
right. No, because people
General
are idiots.
Motors is down 80%.
Ooh, sweet.
80%.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Still see a lot
that
of
whole
Camaros,
new face. We're not the old people.
When you've got, and on the same day, Ford posted their profits, record highs.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, the best truck in the world.
I love my Flex.
So General Motors has got a problem.
Got it.
People are starting, and they did just the other day announce that they will put in a pool $400 million to victims of the defective ignition switch.
That keeps going up, too, doesn't it? The money keeps going up. The amount.
The amount, well, yeah. As more people have jumped on board.
Oh, jeez.
Okay? And the number of vehicles recalled is out of control. Way, way out of control.
Yeah.
Highway Patrol did something last night that was kind of unusual. They have guidelines, and Highway Patrol posts it, and it's the guidelines. California is the only state in America where motorcyclists can split lanes.
That's crazy.
Okay?
Oh, I thought they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, you could.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading my motorcycle driver's manual right now, working on my license.
Lord have mercy.
You've been doing that now for 4 years, Jeff.
Oh.
I know. This year,
Cindy's not allowing that.
Oh, she's good with it. It's my friend. I get to plug him because I know Linda's listening right now. My friend Frank Williams, who owns Frank Williams Insurance, he told me I can't. That he wouldn't insure me because then what's he going to do for his computers? But I really want to get that license. I love my little scooter. I'm not going to be on the freeway. Haven't you seen the scooter?
It's a scooter.
I have a Honda Elite. I love it.
Okay,
with a big pirate flag and tassels. Little mylar shiny tassels for the handlebars. And it's got a little picture of me on the front of it.
Okay.
What were you thinking? This was like a big fat Bob Harley?
I was thinking of motorcycle.
No.
It's a scooter.
Not the three-wheeled scooter.
No. I got Honda Elite.
All right.
It gets like 1,000,000 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 100 miles a gallon.
Okay.
Probably takes 10 blocks to get up to 35 miles an hour.
It's not that bad.
No, I know it's not.
It's got some pep in it. I love the thing.
You should talk to Steve Hoffbauer. He recently took the course and got his motorcycle license.
I will.
And then he went out and bought a big Harley. Mm-hmm. You guys could ride together.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
He's got his orange flag, and a basket on the front.
I had this other one, this other scooter. And I had a friend who was a Vietnam-era Navy SEAL. And he used to hang out at the Silver Spur, rode a Harley and everything. And I told him, one of these days I'm going to get on my scooter. I'm going to go by there while you're out there with all your buddies. I'm going to stop right in the middle of the street. And I'm going to say, Sweetie!
Yes.
Sweetie, you haven't called. He said, I'd kill you where you stand.
Yeah, I bet he would. I bet he would. That's hysterical.
Oh. Okay, anyway, so lane splitting.
Okay.
Lane splitting.
CHP used to have the guidelines of what you needed to follow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now it's a little confusing because yesterday they took the guidelines down. Mm-hmm. Okay. Which is kind of like saying, hey, we're not for this anymore. So everyone's
Good. I
a little
think it's-
confused whether
it's
it's legal
dangerous.
or illegal.
Do what you want.
Yeah, do what you want and see if you get a ticket, okay?
Well, you can't.
Yeah,
If you have
can't
no
give a ticket when
guidelines
there's-
up
yeah,
there, you can't give me no ticket.
Right.
The guidelines are gone.
Yeah. that's
Okay,
not
so
right.
then you can't give me a ticket.
They're saying don't do it.
Is
so
that
many
what it
words?
says at the guide?
In so many
Exactly.
words?
Is that what it's? Is that
No,
what it says?
and that's the
or is
confusion.
it omitted?
That's the confusion. And this morning, the American Motorcycle Association now posted on their website, hey, wait a minute, are you guys enforcing this or what? If we do it, are we going to get a ticket?
Make it clear
Right.
or keep your ticket.
Yes. Jeez.
There's too much ambiguity as it is in
It
the
is
world.
so much.
Remember Richard Dorner?
Yes.
Christopher Dorner.
Christopher Dorner.
Christopher Dorner. There was one guy, and we talked about the two ladies that were delivering a newspaper, right? They got
They were in on
$4.2
it?
million.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
And a new car.
Yes.
And a new car.
Right.
Okay? A new Toyota from Galpin Ford.
Galpin.
Figure that one out. Okay? There was another guy. His name is David Perdue of Redondo Beach.
Oh, yeah, I know
Okay?
about that, too.
And although he wasn't shot, wasn't hit, okay? He did suffer some damage. None of the bullets hit him,
There we
but
go.
he did suffer some damage.
And
He
he got
filed a
$100.
lawsuit. It was just set to go to trial, and the LAPD just settled with him for $1.8 million. Okay?
Shoot at me.
He filed an excessive force complaint. Okay? He didn't look anything like Dorner. Okay? His vehicle was a different color than Dorner's. Okay?
But he
Still got shot up
Why? I wonder why. What made them think he might have been?
because people.
Panic.
It was panic. It
Was
was.
he Asian, too?
No. No. Christopher Perdue. No.
Just trying to figure out what would be the...
I don't know. But he got $1.8 million.
Good for him.
Okay. Yeah, they were just giving it out. Hey,
They lost their mind temporarily. We were like, we cannot let this man out. He knows too much. Get him!
with Dorner?
Yeah.
Oh, he was not coming out alive.
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay. Absolutely not. And when he was held up in that house, you knew that was going to burn to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a
yeah.
shame.
Before
My
they-
house.
As they pulled the helicopters away.
Pull on back. Y'all don't want to see this.
he knew too much, and
Yeah.
it's going down.
Yeah.
But don't forget, LAPD Charlie Beck went back and revisited,
yeah.
reopened it.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't find anything of
Oh,
substance.
yeah.
No.
I know.
Absolutely.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Absolutely. We don't know what... He was just psychotic.
Yeah, well, so much for that. Did you hear about those in San Clemente? People woke up the other day to porcelain dolls.
Stop.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
at the doorsteps.
Oh.
Get this. And there were like 8 or 10 different families
Yep.
that found these porcelain dolls on the doorstep.
That
And the
bore
dolls-
resemblance.
The dolls' faces resembled their child.
Stop it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Very freaky.
You gotta move, people.
Very
You're
freaky.
kidding me.
Okay? Right. And each doll
Oh, yo.
resembled their daughter. Okay? And each doll's face was
I
different.
got chills.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like a Chucky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they called the police department.
October, the Annabelle
Absolutely.
movie's coming out.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Oh,
Annabelle's
my
coming
God.
out.
And Orange County Sheriff's Department began a full investigation. Although they said, at the moment, there's no crime that's going to
Yeah.
Yo,
be
that's
committed.
freaky,
There's
scary,
something a little
man.
weird. Okay.
You're stalking my family.
They found out who did it.
Who did it?
Okay.
Mattel?
No, it wasn't Mattel. And everybody's calm now because it was done as a nice gesture.
No. No card? You just gonna put the little doll on my doorstep?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
No.
Yeah, open up that front door and have
You
that
know?
thing staring at you with those dead
Right.
eyes.
And then it blinks its eyes at you.
Oh!
Man, who did it?
A woman did it. She admitted to placing the porcelain dolls on the porch at various residents. Her motivation was out of goodwill and she intended it to be a kind gesture.
Why not use a card? Leave a little card.
Well, I got a question.
My name
How
is
did she
Taki
know what all
Tina.
her
I
kids
don't
look
think
like?
I-
I mean,
Because she's a stalker.
yeah. Orange County Sheriff says there's going to be no further investigation.
Oh,
Lord.
Okay.
Y'all better
But
move.
somewhere in her workshop, she's got like these pictures of all these kids.
Yeah.
yeah.
And she's already been in your house. She's
Some
probably
kind
in
of-
your attic.
Some kind of weird, twisted stuff.
I would freak out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I told you about when I went up to my crazy aunt's. My mom drugged me up there, and they put me in the guest bedroom, and that she had a collection, probably over 1,000, these porcelain dolls,
Those are not good.
lining the entire room. They were just staring at me, and I know they knew where the knife drawer was. I couldn't. I just in a cold sweat all night long. My
Yeah,
hands
that's
and
not good. I don't know
fists
why
and-
people like those dolls. They're creepy
No, they're
as all get out.
horrible. They're
They're
horrible.
creepy, and I know they get up at night. They
Yeah.
do.
You hear a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, they get up at night.
They
Yeah,
get
they
up
do.
at
They know where
night.
the knife drawer is. Oh. Oh.
My kids didn't have that. No. I would be moving.
Did I tell you about when I got out of the Navy? I first got home and my mother had done a whole clown design in one of the rooms, and there was this porcelain clown statue. It was, had a clock built into it. It was like a hobo clown leaning up against this lamppost, and you could wind it up and it would do this song, but it was broken, the mechanism. But I'll be damned if at 3 o'clock in the morning that thing didn't start whistling and its head
Right.
turning.
It was no brokenness at 3 a.m.
No, there wasn't. No. No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Please.
Moving on. Kind of a funny thing, all right? On July 11th, LeBron James. You know who he is, Ange? All right. Plays basketball. Okay?
You've met him.
I didn't
Y'all know
confuse
each other,
them.
don't you?
Okay? Nothing. LeBron James announced that he was going to be re-signing with the Cleveland Cavaliers, okay?
Okay.
Leaving Miami, and the way he did it was kind of in a way that the world had never seen before, because he did it in essay form, okay? And when he made the announcement,
He wrote an essay?
he did, and everybody kind of saw another side to him. Very mature, sophisticated, insightful. It was well written, okay?
Somebody wrote it for him.
Yeah.
No, he wrote it, okay?
All right.
He wrote it. Just the other day, a very famous celebrity impersonator by the name of Frank Caliendo, okay, was on ESPN Live's Mike and Mike show,
Okay.
okay? And he reread LeBron James' essay, okay, in Morgan Freeman's voice. It sounds pretty good. Can we play a little bit of that?
Surely.
Do we have a little of this? Listen to this. This is really
Before
good.
anyone ever cared where I would play basketball. I was a kid
Put it
from
in
Northeast
the
Ohio.
Headphones, eh?
It's where I walked. It's where I ran. It's where I cried.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's where I bled. It holds a special place in my heart. People there have seen me grow up. I sometimes feel like I'm their son. Their passion can be overwhelming, but it drives me. I want to give them hope when I can. I want to inspire them
You don't
when I
think it sounds
can.
good?
Yeah.
It's pretty
My
good.
relationship with Northeast
Just
Ohio is
a little
bigger
white
than
guy.
basketball.
This guy?
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize
That's not
that
a white
4 years ago.
guy.
Huh?
He is.
Yep.
I do now.
Oh, he's really good.
He's really
Remember
good.
when I
huh?
sitting up there
Yeah.
at the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, that's really good.
Jeez, he's really good.
Yeah, they're saying they say now if they do another Shawshank Redemption. Yeah.
I could narrate, yeah.
Absolutely. God. He
Yeah, that's
sounds
pretty
really
good, huh?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious, to tell you the truth. I was surprised by that.
That's what you bring up.
It's a little
That's
levity,
what
a little
I mean.
levity.
No, the thing
If
about
I didn't
and
say
feel
anything and just
bad.
played that, you would have thought that was Morgan Freeman.
No. The thing that I'm talking about is that all you got on sports today?
Well, we can talk about Danica Patrick.
Oh, please.
There
I
you
thought
go.
you were over her.
Yeah.
You resurrected him?
It's a love-hate relationship.
Jeez.
We
No.
were watching Friends
there's
yesterday. And
An NFL player, and I didn't bring it because I knew you were going to have it. I believe his name is Rice. He knocks out his girlfriend, and he gets suspended 2 games. And then she marries him.
Oh.
Then she tweets, "I'm so sorry for for my part in this situation."
Oh,
So she's twisted.
yeah.
So she's admitting that she drove him to a point where he hit her. Is that what you're saying? I'm not saying what he did was right.
Oh, or that was the case, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
She's sorry
saying
for her
that
part in this.
she's saying that she's culpable in whatever the issue is. And this morning there was a big uproar because people could knock someone down too hard on the field and get suspended 3 games. People could smoke weed and get suspended 5 games. But you knock out a woman and you get suspended 2 games.
I wish I knew who the player was.
I wish I did too. I just
can't
knew
look
you
it
were
up?
gonna.
You can't research it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try because I mean, why aren't you talking about that?
Let's see. NFL player suspended. That would be the search term I would go with.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot and I wouldn't have done that.
You know what? The couple of things, okay? Governor Jerry Brown just passed a new law that there will be no full contact football in the state of California during practice.
What?
Say it again.
During practice,
Yes.
outside of a game, there will no longer be full contact football
What?
I tagged him with 2 hands.
in the state of
Right.
because too many kids are getting injured. Okay, and you know what? I saw when Tyler was playing football during practice. These kids are dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice got
Ray
suspended 2 games.
2 games.
Wonder how much he gets. What his salary was. There's a reason for that. That he only got 2 games.
Because he must be real good.
No, because he makes a boatload of money, maybe, and I don't know.
Ray Rice.
Who's he play for? Does it say? I haven't been watching that much football.
I
the
didn't
last
watch
couple of
football.
years.
I'm watching CNN. You should turn from that Fox and maybe you'll see.
I don't watch Fox.
Yeah, right.
I don't.
Let's see.
Because
They're not saying-
I've decided that they're kind of like the Jim Jones. Everything on Fox is just very one-sided.
He's fined $58,000. Now, $58,000 goes to who?
Maybe a victims fund
Okay.
for women of domestic violence.
Punched her in the face, and in response, he was wagged a finger before they sent him out for 2 games. And she said, "I'm so sorry for my part in this."
And after that, they got married?
After that, they got
He's
married.
a schmuck. Okay?
She's an idiot.
What do you mean? She saw Money Train, so
Oh,
she's
yeah.
getting married.
Well, I mean, he's going to whoop your behind. You're going to be dead, chick.
She is a sellout. She's just going
Yeah.
for money.
She's
Yeah.
stupid.
She is. She has zero self-respect.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Marry him.
None whatsoever. Do
Kidding
you know
me?
the NFL?
I'd be suing him
Do you know the NFL passed a new rule?
for.
Okay, that if you use the N-word on field, you're out of there.
Really? How
Yes.
interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm cool with that.
Now we've had this conversation before.
Right.
Okay. And you tell me, hey, let's see, how can I say this? Amongst brothers, it's okay.
It depends on your audience.
It depends on your audience.
Yeah. You could use it. Anybody could use it. You just got to be ready for the repercussion. And there's certain audiences that are not going to have an issue with it.
Okay. Well, you can't
Okay.
do it on field.
Well, because you don't know what your audience is, and
Maybe it's
everybody's
done
all hyped up from the game. You can't say that on the field. They don't know you like that. I get that.
Because you're antagonizing someone, right?
Jigga, I'ma get you. Oh, the game's over. Immediately. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I mean,
I
there's
love
tons
that
of things that, you know, it's so, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to start this whole big old thing again, but it's just kind of amazing, you know, like our history is just really amazing, because we can go to George Jefferson High School, we can go to Washington High School, you know, schools named after presidents that owned slaves, right? Don't you think that's a little strange? I don't think that any Jew would ever go to Nazi high school.
You're right.
But we are supposed to be so okay with everything and just...
Well, it would never be allowed to even be called Nazi high school.
But we can go to George Jefferson and Washington.
Well, it was named after a president of the United States.
That owned slaves.
Okay.
Just makes you want to think. Just think on it. Just think on it.
So we're comparing
Okay.
George Washington to Hitler?
We're comparing the atrocity.
And I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Makes you think.
Well, you know, it makes you think, okay? In that, if the United States takes away the Washington Redskins name, just for having the name, okay, which
Offends Indians.
offends Indians, okay? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, a lot of people don't think about it that way, and I get it. But it's just so many little things.
Now, if you started something on change.org, okay, put something up there, circulate it all over, and get 25,000
That would be
signatures.
interesting just to see
It
the
would be.
feedback.
But if you can get 25,000 signatures, then POTUS, the President of the United States, has agreed to answer anything that gets over 25,000.
I think I'll put that together. Because
Let's see what he has to
I
say.
really, most people don't even think about it.
What made you think of that?
I don't know. Just came to me. Yeah, I'm smart like that.
No, you've been talking to people about that. This has been like, it's an inner huddle secret.
Yeah? Okay.
Right?
And I brought it out. Whipped it
It's
out on
not,
you.
yeah.
Okay. Makes you think.
It makes you think. You know what's interesting is I never, until I met you, okay, I have never ever had so many racial conversations
It's enlightening.
in 55 years of life.
Why would you have a lot of racial conversations?
Let me just say, in
Yeah.
55 years of life, 0.
Right.
In the last 2 years, a
Tons.
gazillion.
Yeah. But why would you? Is it odd that you didn't, or interesting that you do?
Well, is it odd? No, because, and I've said this to you even when we, first met, but I've always believed in one planet, one people. So
Right.
I didn't see a need,
Right.
okay?
And nothing
'Cause to me-
affected you. Nothing was in your face affecting you directly. So why would you? And I have no problems with that. No, I mean, why would it affect you? Why would you talk about things that never really directly came across your threshold?
Well, maybe I just need
You
to pay
talked a lot
attention to
about
things.
you talked a lot about police things, because that was something that's important in your life. Your son is in law enforcement. That's something that crosses your path. So
Right.
I mean, I don't find it weird.
No, but it's because I didn't pay attention to things. Like, as an example, okay? As an example, L.A. Superior Court, the state of California, the way they sentence people, okay? Caucasians versus African Americans. I have an interest in that because it's way screwed up.
But 2 or 3 years ago, you would have probably never paid attention to it because it would have been not on your radar. It probably never would have came to you to even think about.
This is true.
Right.
Because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, and that's why we have to talk about whatever the issues are so that everybody can pay attention to it. Because if it's not right for one, it's not right for any.
Yeah, but those conversations, I never had with people because I wasn't paying attention to it.
I get it. I don't know what that means over there, Jeff.
I've heard that like 8 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just processing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you brought up police. But I have an interest in all of that, especially since recently getting pulled over. Okay, I have an interest, and I was talking to another reporter. Okay, that does a lot of work up here in the Antelope Valley for a lot of people. He had an issue as well. There's another.
So issue like what?
A harassment. Right? He was harassed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so, there are, I have an interest in all of that.
It's getting crazy.
I have an interest in a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And what's interesting, Jeff, is that,
What's that?
When we covered was it the NAACP press conference
about the sheriffs and
about 3 years ago? Okay, and we heard a lot of people get up, and I'll tell you, that said some things that in some cases may have been ridiculous, okay, and not valid arguments. And then we heard other people say things that have more validity today
right.
as things have progressed, and they weren't taken so seriously then, okay? But they have more validity. There was one girl who stood up, and she lost her Section 8 home, okay? But she stood up, and it was late at night, and the cops were wanting to pull her over. And she wouldn't pull over until she got home, okay, and pulled in her driveway. And she was then taken down on the ground, okay, because she drove a half a mile and, wouldn't pull over, and da-da-da. And she said, hey, I was afraid, and I didn't want to pull over. And you hear that, and it doesn't make any sense to you because you go, hey, when you see red and blue lights, that's police and pull over, okay? Well, you know what? In the middle of darkness out in the Antelope Valley, I'm not so good with that.
Yeah.
I need to be in the security of my own home.
Right.
Okay? And then you can come. It makes more sense today.
And then you talk to the people. I mean, what is it with the take you down? What is all that for? It's just the level of violence. We talked about it the other day. Some of these small towns are getting tanks left over from the war and stuff, and the police don't look like police anymore.
No, they're
they look
militarized.
like military.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking it to a level that it's taking the human element completely out of you. You're pulling this woman over for a traffic ticket. What are you taking her down for?
Yeah, well, I get what you say. I mean, we talked about a case, and we're going to talk about it again now, of a woman that was in jail, LAPD, in Van Nuys, okay? She also was, mentally disturbed. But she's in a jail cell.
Already arrested.
Okay, in a jail cell. And the officer's side of the story is that she took an aggressive stance toward him.
But she's in a cell.
Hear me out, okay? I know, but the cell door was open, okay?
So lock the door.
Hear me out. And she took an aggressive stance, okay? Didn't approach him, but, okay? And he had to take her down. So, in doing so, not only does he punch her in the face, okay, but then he kicks her, all right? And that's his side of the story. The video shows an entirely different side of the story, okay? Entirely different. Not to mention the fact that his partner got involved in this, too. And, there are some...
The partner started beating on her, too?
Yeah. And there are, it is a problem. There's no question about it.
It is.
And I like the fact that there are more and more cameras that are out.
Could you imagine the things that they got away with before?
Oh.
Well, that's like imagine how many things they got away with in the in Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that haven't come out yet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just amazing. And it's like, just, how much more do we need to see before you put cameras on every one of their lapels? Just do it.
It's coming.
Well, it's taken a long time.
I understand.
China's boats leave out every hour on the hour. I mean, how hard could it be just to make an order?
Call Sony and we need some lipstick cameras.
They've
got these little tiny cameras that they're putting on, and they're like
and
the
you should be
size of a dime.
suspended immediately if your thing is not operating, or call to the office immediately. Because don't give me your I don't know what happened to it. That should never be an excuse that's acceptable. Never.
And they're going to video with audio, because audio just by itself didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you would hear the officer, stop resisting.
Yeah.
What resisting?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not doing anything.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like with that poor man. I mean, New York is going to go through it with that man that they put the chokehold to, and he ended up dying. Because from the beginning they grabbed him to the end, the man's hands was up, like, I'm not fighting you. I would have appreciated if you just said, put your hands behind your back. Why can't you just do that? Put your hands behind your back, you're arrested. Let's try that statement first, and then see where it goes from there. Why are you like
surrounded? He didn't want to be arrested.
He didn't. No, who wants to?
I know that.
But you're surrounding him, and you're a person. You're thinking, oh my God, don't touch me. What are you doing? Don't touch me, chokehold. His hands was up.
I know. Well, he was a big guy. Okay?
So what?
And I know, and there were 8 cops there.
Man, it was terrible.
It was terrible. Yeah, well, and that's going on. And this thing at the LAPD, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Okay? And we've got inherent problems in the LA County Sheriff's Department with this stuff. And it's too bad because you're talking about large law enforcement agencies, okay? And you get a few bad cops, and it taints the entire department.
It does, because you don't know who you're dealing with.
And it taints the entire
You don't know when you're pulled
perception.
over which one you got. You have no idea.
The
I was
public's
on the
perception.
boulevard yesterday getting my weekly veggies, and there was a sheriff officer that was walking my way. And in my head, I was thinking, should I talk to him? Should I not? Should I talk to him? Should I not? And so I decided to say hello. And my first hello was guarded. And then he gave a warm salute. And then I was like, hey, well, how you doing? It's hot. And then we had a conversation. But my initial hello was like, I'm scared you might just take me out because I'm looking at you.
She had her butt puckered.
Oh.
You're on the boulevard. Everything, it's all good. You got no problems.
You just do not get it. Sometimes you could talk to a cop and they look at you like, why are you talking to me? I mean, it happens to some people, Steve.
Okay. That part I haven't experienced.
Right. That's okay. Your part I haven't experienced.
Well, like what part?
The part that you said, you're on the boulevard, it's okay. Or like Jeff going to 7-Eleven every day and being able to have conversations with them. I've not experienced that. Never.
I don't
strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
They're human just like you.
I get it, but I'm saying sometimes when I try to strike up a conversation, they're looking at me cross-eyed like, what are you doing? What's your name?
No.
All right.
In many times...
Don't doubt what I'm telling you. Just take what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I hear what happens to you. I hear what happens to Jeff, and I'm like, wow, that's nice. I don't doubt it. I'm just telling you, everybody doesn't get that experience. That's it.
Was it busy on the boulevard last night?
No. Well, I went at 5, and it was beating hot. So, there wasn't even a lot of vendors out, really.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I asked one of the guys, I don't think he understood me, though, because I said, when is this ending? And he said he's there all year round. That can't be true.
I thought on the winter... Oh, they moved it to a side street.
Really? There's still...
I think they
growing
moved it to a side
produce in the
street.
dead of winter?
No, I don't know.
I think he didn't understand me.
I
love it. I mean, I just love getting... And that's where I get all my fruit and vegetables every week.
Well, Palmdale's Thursday night at the Square, I saw a picture. It was packed. It was jam-packed.
Yeah, and I want to get good food, and I really hate the fact that they do it both on the same day.
Yeah, that
The Antelope
stinks.
Valley doesn't have a whole lot of stuff going on as it is. Well, they do, but it's hit or miss. But it would be really wonderful if you could have one day you go to Palmdale and enjoy that, and the next day go to Lancaster and enjoy that.
Right.
And they do it on purpose, and that's so adolescent.
I don't know if they do it on purpose.
They do it on purpose. Somebody is. I don't know who is, but somebody is.
I don't know
Why
who's
do
gonna
it both on
first.
Thursday? So you have to pick.
How long has Tino's been going on, Jeff? Do you know? It's been going on a while. hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, it's been going on a long time.
Oh, so what you're saying?
Huh?
Rex did it on purpose?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say that.
Sounds like it.
No. But I know the Boulevard, that's been going on a short while. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, then they shouldn't have did it on the Thursday. And it's really nice. They have cool bands right in front of Beck's. They bring out extra tables. You can bring your own chairs. It's really nice.
I had a neat conversation yesterday with Bill Warford,
Mm-hmm.
the AV Press, because we're kind of neighbors.
Hmm.
He lives next block over. So we were chatting in front of my house
Nice.
yesterday. It was kind of cool. I went down to the Boulevard, too.
Oh, you did?
I did, just to grab takeout food and bring it back.
I really want a good Chinese food place. Where's a good Chinese?
There's one right across from Beck's. Oh, a really good one, though?
Yeah.
Is hold on, it is right on the corner of J and 20th. The Great Wall.
Great. Well,
It's
J
great.
and 20th.
Great. It's great. The best.
Okay.
I definitely say the best up here.
Okay. I'll try it.
Okay, without a doubt.
Okay.
I'm in there
I've
once
been-
a week
I've
too.
been looking for some good.
if you want some nice Thai food on 20th and K, Salat Tip. It's my favorite. Oh, it's the only place we go. Right over there by the Denny's.
Oh, by
Okay.
where the computer store
Yeah, it was.
was over there.
Okay.
Yesterday, U.S. Marshals arrested a guy by the name of Sky Fisher, 31.
That's a nice name.
He is a Compton School Board member,
Uh-oh.
and he was charged yesterday in connection with sexual assault
Lord.
on an unconscious victim.
Oh,
Lord.
Okay?
she won't know.
Well, how would they know then?
Yeah, she won't know.
Cameras?
Well, you know what?
I had a dream?
I don't know.
Oh, come on now.
I don't know. City leaders called, city and residents called for his resignation after he used a homophobic slur to refer to Trayvon Martin in a podcast in 2012.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so,
And he's African American. I'm going to just mention that.
okay.
Just so. 'cause
Well, the
people
name
can't see.
kind of told me that.
Okay.
But,
He didn't resign. He
Was it the
apologized.
Skittles? Skittles are rainbow colored.
maybe
There's
that's
what it is.
was.
That's
He
what it
apologized, but it was interesting that the U.S. Marshals, not local law enforcement, U.S. Marshals went and took this guy down. Now, there was just a
Well,
teacher.
who, was it a girl or a guy that he supposedly...
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's the question.
Because you
When you protest too much.
Well,
that makes-
hello.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. Okay, I just got the release, and I thought it was interesting that U.S. Marshals are going instead of your local school police. But also, just the other day, there was a teacher in Adelanto, okay, that was arrested for engaging in sex with a 16-year-old girl.
There was a teacher at the Marlboro school.
Yeah.
I know. I told you about that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
Now,
think we talked
this
about
teacher in Adelanto, the girl didn't, go home and tell mom and dad and turn him in.
Because she's 16
Okay.
and she's an idiot.
It was 1:30 in the morning, and they're parked in a deserted whatever, okay?
And the police come by?
Police come by,
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
okay?
And looks at the gray hair in this
Flashlights.
man's head.
And there they are, engaged in the front seat, okay? She's 16, and he was, I don't know what.
I'm okay with police brutality in that case.
I mean, Yeah, I'll give you that too.
Okay,
I'm good with that.
At 1 something in the morning, where's mom and dad keeping their eye on their kid?
Yeah.
Not mine.
Where's the bars on her window?
That's the problem. That's what's all screwed up.
It is the
Is
problem.
that disconnect? Okay.
I remember my kids. We lived in this apartment when my daughter was about 15, 16, and she had a window air conditioning unit. And the rest of the house had AC, but for whatever reason, that room had a window AC. And she would say to me, "You know what, Mom? I don't think I need it anymore. Can we just take it out?" And I'd be like, "Does my head screw off?" No. And I said something else to her. It's staying. But I'm just like, are you kidding? I'm going to take the air conditioning unit out off your wall so that you can sneak out in the middle of the night. I'm old school. I will beat your A.
You know what? When I grew up, there was no cell phones or any of that stuff, right?
Right.
My folks knew where I was.
Yeah.
At all times.
Yeah,
okay?
as they were supposed to, yeah.
Right. And if I was over at Johnny's house,
you better be.
Phone call at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is where I am. Okay? Or I'm a dead man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Me too. I didn't grow up with cell phones. And I grew up in New York. The street lights come on. You better be home. And don't let the streets... And I remember a couple times I'd look up and say, oh my God, they're on. How long have they been on? Like, I'm going to get killed.
And that was go home. Right?
Go home. And everybody... That was everyone's rule.
Mine was, when it starts to get dark, be home. Winter or summer, it makes no difference. Be home. And dinner is on the table at this time, and you better be there.
Wow, dinner was on the table.
Yeah, I've got a great mom. Dinner was on the table every night. And all my friends all knew. Go over to Benson's house.
Dinner was on the table.
Steve's
Leave
mom
it to
will always
Beaver
feed
like
us.
a mug.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
I grew up during Leave It to Beaver.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ozzie and Harriet. Yeah.
Dinner's on the table.
Dinner was on the table.
I put
My
dinner
mother's
on
like,
the
what are you
table
looking
my
at me
house.
for?
Yeah.
You better figure it out.
I think there was even
Warm
breakfast.
up that oatmeal from yesterday.
No, I think there was even breakfast before we went to school.
Stop.
I'm serious.
My mother made...
Great mom.
My mother did that too. But she would... If we didn't eat... I don't like hot oatmeal, cream of wheat, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not good with that either.
She would make that cream of wheat, and if we didn't eat it all, the woman would put it in the refrigerator and take it out and put some water in it and think it's magical, delicious. And I would die. The next day, just kill me. It was just disgusting. The lumps in that thing. If she listens to this show, God bless.
Yeah, you need to try the steel cutouts. Like
No, I'm not messing with it, man.
Charmaine and I were
was
saying.
traumatized as a kid. We're out of time.
Okay, we are out of time. Have a wonderful weekend. I do want to mention, and we're going to start running some commercials for an event that's going to be happening, the Taste of Palmdale on September 18th. It's going to be at the Antelope Valley Mall. It's a once-a-year A-plus event with great people, great food. Like 30-some restaurants will all be there. They're all cooking food.
Yeah.
For one price, you eat everything you want from every restaurant. Okay? So we'll tell you more about that. Have a great weekend. Thanks for making us the #1 News Talk radio program in the Antelope Valley, and we'll be back on Monday.
What was that, Steve? What was that? That thing?